What's going on, guys? It's Joey here. I got a new camera. It's called the Osmo Pocket. It has a 4K processor, 60 frames per second, and I don't know, it's pretty good. If I move, it follows me. It's pretty cool. Anyways, in today's video, I wanted to talk about how to track your macros, how to track your calories, so that you can get the most benefits of hitting the gym. Because the gym is only 5% and the diet is 95%. So 95% diet, 5% workout. I just want to give you all like the basics of what you need in order to start your meal plan or start eating healthier and making new habits, changing habits. Because habits lead to consistency and consistency leads to results. So I'm going to be dividing this video into two parts. This first part is going to be strictly about dieting. The next video that I'm going to be doing is going to be how to set up training. So like my training principles, my philosophies, what I think of when I'm training, tips and tricks that I've learned throughout the 6.5 years that I've been training and 4 years that I've been bodybuilding. So the first one would be, a lot of people want to learn how to gain muscle. I've been getting a lot of questions of people asking me like, yo dude, what do you eat? Or like, how many times do you eat? Or how many times do you work out? And all this other stuff. So I'm finally going to explain to y'all what it is that I do to calculate my calories for me. So the first thing that y'all will need is to know your body fat percentage. The reason why you want to know your body fat percentage is because that relatively tells you how much fat you have in your body. So I'm 170 pounds and I'm at 8% body fat. So that's like about 16 to 20 pounds of fat. So that leaves me with 156 to 157 pounds of lean muscle. So if I were to shred down, like for my competition, I would be at 156 pounds pure muscle. So the first thing you'll need is your body fat percentage, and you'll need to subtract that by your total body weight to equal your lean body mass. So your lean body mass is how much muscle your frame has, despite the bone density, your organs, and your fat. So once you have that, then we can go ahead and start either doing the muscle building program or the fat loss program. So for protein, you want to be able to ingest 0.8 to 1.5 pounds of protein per lean pound of body mass. So I'm at 170, so it would be 170 minus 8%, which is 156, and then 156 times the 1.5% of protein. The reason why I'm doing 1.5% of protein and the reason why I recommend y'all to do high protein is because a high protein diet has many benefits. One of the high protein diet is you get to burn more fat and you get to recover faster, and faster recovery equals faster muscle gains. So you want to be able to recover in the gym, or recover outside of the gym with the food that you're eating. And the reason why I do 1.5 is because us bodybuilders, if y'all are bodybuilding, you go full throttle. Like you accelerate to the max. Like you're not holding anything back. You're training to the full potential. So your body needs as much protein and as much fuel as possible that it can get. So 1.5, for me, I found that it does the trick. It doesn't leave me too bloated. And sometimes people get like protein farts. I know it sounds kind of funny, but it's actually true. And it's actually a defense mechanism that your body does. It causes bloatness in your body to let you know that you're consuming too much protein than what your body needs. And that's when you start feeling lethargic-y and like funny, your body just doesn't cooperate correctly. But 1.5 grams per pound of lean body mass does the trick. So now the next thing that you want to do is assess your carbohydrates. And I know a lot of people are scared of carbs. They're like, oh, carbs get me fat, or carbs get you this, or carbs make you bloated, carbs make you hold water. For every carb molecule, for every 1 gram of carb, you get 3 grams of water, because carbs hold water. Carbs are in your muscle. Carbs turn into glycogen. Glycogen is water. Glycogen is glucose. Glucose is energy. Your body uses energy in the form of ATP through your skeletal muscle system. That's what your body is using all the time. So you need to have readily accessible carbohydrates in your system so that your body can utilize those carbs in order to be able to accelerate and have maximum potential at the gym and outside of the gym, because carbs do get stored in your muscles. So your muscles is something that you use every day. So of course you need to have energy. I personally, since I'm a bodybuilder, like I said, we bodybuilders go hard in the gym, so we need a lot of food and we need a lot of readily accessible fuel as carbohydrates. So I like to personally do 2.6 grams of carbs per lean pound of body mass. So roughly, that is about, for me, it'll be about 405 grams of carbs. But right now, I am consuming 550 grams of carbohydrates, only because I'm already a little bit more advanced and need to eat more food because my body is demanding more food for the work that I'm doing. It all comes down to calories in versus calories out. If you want to lose fat, you eat less calories than what you're burning. If you want to build muscle, you eat more calories than what you're burning. It's simple as that. And the fats, I like to keep them low at 0.4 grams per pound of lean body mass, only because fat is easier to get converted into fat. Like, it makes sense. Like, you're eating fat, so your body doesn't have to do anything but just store it as fat. But what fat is going to do for you, it's going to help your hormone secretion. So it's lipids. So lipids are considered steroids in your body. So by you eating fats, it's producing steroidal hormones in your body to keep your satiety. So if y'all don't already know, the basics is it's 4 calories for 1 gram of protein, 4 calories for 1 gram of carbs, and 9 calories for 1 gram of fat. So obviously, if you eat a gram of fat, you're going to have 9 calories. That's already 5 more calories than protein and carbs. So evidently, you're going to be a bit more full. So that's why they say, oh, if you're hungry, get like a couple of nuts or get an avocado or something. It'll keep your satiety. Satiety is just so that you won't be feeling hungry. Another benefit of protein I forgot to mention also is that it suppresses your appetite. So if you're eating enough protein, it'll suppress your appetite, it'll build muscle, it'll help you recover, and it'll help you burn fat. So you need to make sure that you're eating enough protein. So now to go into the fat loss stage, because it is different since you are trying to lose fat. So the fat loss stage is going to be consistent of the same thing. You use the same formula, your body fat percentage minus your total body weight to equal your lean body mass. So now, just because you want to burn fat doesn't necessarily mean that you have to eat less food. A lot of people have the conception in their head that, oh, I want to lose fat, I'm not going to eat. But in reality, that's just making you gain more fat. And the reason being is because when you're a baby, you constantly have to be feeding the baby every 2 to 3 hours because the metabolism is running quickly. It's speeding up. Now imagine if you stop feeding your body, then your metabolism is going to try to revert into burning a little bit of calories so that you can stay alive. So evidently your metabolism gets slower when you're not eating enough food because it really doesn't have to digest food that much. So the more often that you're eating, the more often that your body is digesting food and the metabolism is burning. So it's burning the fuel, it's burning the calories. So it's your basal metabolic rate, which meaning is how many calories I'm burning right now just sitting down and talking to you. For having 10 pounds of muscle added to your frame, you burn an extra 300 calories a day. So back to what I was saying, that's why it is very important for you to not starve yourself if you're trying to lose fat, because that's not an ideal way to lose weight. Yes, it'll work, but you'll only be losing water weight and bloatness. And that's another thing I want to get to. When you start a diet, you want to not start with so many low calories. You actually want to eat more food than what you're eating now, but more healthy food. So like you want to periodize your meals every 2.5 to 3 hours. So I personally eat 6 times a day: breakfast, lunch, pre-workout, post-workout, dinner, and then like a snack, which is not really a snack. It's like another dinner, like a pre-bed meal. And that helps your metabolism stay running 24/7, burning food, helps bring up your BMR, and your body's just going to constantly be burning food, because when you're eating calories, your body's trying to burn down the food and digest it, so you're burning calories as well. Not a lot, but you're still burning calories. So the more you eat, the more calories you burn. So evidently, the more faster your metabolism gets, which is the more faster your body gets to breaking down fat and building up muscle, because the faster metabolism you have, the more efficient your body will work. Now, in order to do this, you do need to be drinking enough water throughout the day. I at least drink 2 gallons of water a day. On my rest days, I drink 1 gallon only because I'm not sweating and doing excess things. I do try to increase my NEAT of the day, which is your non-exercise energy expenditure. So, meaning like the calories that you burn while you're not doing exercise, so like walking around. So, like those of you that go to university or go to college, for you just walking around the college, that's your NEAT. That's your body just burning calories, just doing daily activities, not working out. So, to burn fat, the variables do change, but only of carbohydrates and the fats. The protein stays the same. So for the protein, it stays the same. 0.8 to 1.5 grams per lean of body mass, which is, I have it written here. The fats, they go down to 0.3 grams. Only because, like I said, fat is easier converted into fat. You really don't want to be eating too much fats, because then your body's gonna turn it into fat. And the carbohydrates, if you're not really doing exercise as much or vigorously, and if you're trying to lose weight, your body already has excess weight on it. So that's already excess stored energy that you can use. So there's no need for you to be ingesting a high amount of carbohydrates, because then it's just going to turn into fat. And that's where a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm on keto because carbs get you fat. No, carbs don't get you fat. Overeating gets you fat. The reason why you're fat is because you're eating too much food. You're not burning enough calories to be eating the food that you're eating. So these are the numbers for the fat loss, and the muscle gain. All right. So now that y'all more or less know like the numbers and stuff, I want to help y'all understand which sources of food you can eat, because I know a lot of people, they're like, oh, bodybuilders just eat chicken and rice. But it's not all about just chicken and rice. Like, I do eat chicken and rice. I eat it once a day. But there's plenty of other meals that you can have, and plenty of other protein, carbs, and fat sources. But a lot of people just don't know what the protein or carb sources are. And I'm going to let y'all know right now. So for the protein sources, you would want to consume lean proteins. So like chicken breast, turkey breast, cod, lean steak, lean ground beef, tilapia, tuna, salmon. Salmon is high in fat. Bass, egg whites, and whole eggs. Those are some of the protein sources that you can eat. And some carbohydrate sources would be white potato, sweet potato, white rice, brown rice, oatmeal, rice cakes, pasta, whole grain pasta, and Ezekiel bread. And fats. A lot of people don't really understand what they mean by, oh, just eat fats. They're like, eat fat, like what is fat? Well, fat is like any type of nut. So like almonds, cashews, peanut butter, peanuts, any type, walnuts, like any type of nut, avocado, whole eggs, because of the egg yolks. Those contain omega-3s, which is a healthy fat, and omega-6 as well. Cholesterol, which is your heart, and it helps produce a healthy HDL and ADL cholesterol, which is your good and your bad cholesterol. So it rises up your good cholesterol and keeps your bad cholesterol at a maintenance not too high. Fish has fats as well, and any type of steak that's not lean. So like sirloin and top round is the leanest. Anything that's not sirloin or top round would be considered fatty. And some of the veggies that are really, really high in fiber, and fiber also helps your satiety, because fiber is a form of carbohydrate that your body cannot digest, so it just helps your body digest the food more efficiently, because your body just wants to get that out of its system because it can't digest it. It doesn't know where to send it, but to send it outside, like excrete it. So one of them would be broccoli, spinach, kale, a green salad, which is spinach, kale, romaine lettuce, and other things, and any type of berries. So like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. Those are some of the foods and some of the examples that y'all can implement into y'all's diet. If y'all have any questions, you can leave them down below. on the comments, or you can follow my IG. I'll put it right here. It's joeycolunga_43, and y'all could just DM me there and ask me any questions, and I'll answer them for y'all. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna be posting part 2, my training philosophy, a couple of days after this video goes out. Turn on the post notifications for that one. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Tell your friends, tell your family. Subscribe, like, follow me on IG. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next video.